everybody. My name is Chanddeep Madaan. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Aya Payments. Aya Payments is a healthcare fintech company. You can think of us as a challenger bank that's focusing on building the most efficient employee benefits out there. And our first product is a health spending account. Everybody here has, if you've been a part of the Canadian health system, has been through the process of a health spending account, where you're going to an optometrist, a dentist, a pharmacist, you're paying out of pocket, you file for reimbursement on an online form, mail or fax in your receipts, or take a photo of your receipts, and you get reimbursed. This process of spending out of pocket is currently $400 billion in Canada and the United States. Health spending accounts, which are dual tax advantage accounts, that means that the employer doesn't pay any taxes on putting any funds in a health spending account, no payroll taxes, and the employee doesn't pay any income taxes on the funds they receive that they can spend similar to salary on any valid health and wellness merchant. This market has been growing 21% year over year in the last 5 years. And the current HSA process is, like I said, you spend out of your own pocket, you get reimbursed, and you nor your employer have any idea what's happening within this time, right? Nova HSA Prepaid MasterCard by Aya Payments eliminates these wait times. So now you're spending your employer funds directly from a MasterCard that's given to you. When you spend those funds, a transaction pops up in our app, you click on the transaction, you take a photo of your receipt, and that's it. That's all you have to do as an employee spending those funds. And through this entire process, both you and your employer knows what's going on in the back end through real-time reporting. Now, another problem that Aya Payments is solving is the adjudication problem. Now, I mentioned earlier, no one knows what's happening within this time frame where you're not hearing back or your employer is not hearing back. What's happening is that insurance companies are adjudicating your claim, making sure that your claim is legitimate. There's $1.3 trillion worth of claims adjudicated in Canada and the United States every year, and 10% of all of these claims are fraudulent. And that's because insurance companies do a post-transaction audit from a select sample size of all transactions and say, oh, is this claim legitimate or not? Aya Payments platform is able to ingest rules from the CRA, insurance carriers, third-party administrators, and real-time say if the claim is legitimate or not. Now, there's a few competitors out within the market, but compared to them, Nova HSA through Aya Payments is least burdensome, easiest, safest, most transparent, and most cost-effective to all of our partners. And we look good while doing it. Not only can you have, as an employee, a Nova HSA MasterCard, but you can give one to your partner, you can give one to your children. Similar to Oprah, everybody can get a Nova HSA MasterCard, right? And not only that, but you as an employee, as well as an employer, can real-time manage the security of all of the cards that fall under your umbrella. So you can real-time shut off a card or view transactions across the board. Currently, insurance companies are charging anywhere from 10 to 15% per transaction for all health and wellness claims, right? And that's their only source of revenue. With Aya Payments technology, we charge the final employer, and this 10 to 15%, by the way, is to the employer. So if any employers out here, you're paying for that, right? And that's their only source of revenue. We charge half or 1/3 of that to the employer. Moreover, similar to a challenger bank, when people use Nova HSA MasterCard, we charge 1.5% to the merchant. And finally, the bank pays us 2% interest on all the funds that we hold. This accounts for a $15 billion annual revenue opportunity. Now, I moved from California to Toronto to build this company last year, and since then, we've amassed a great team across many reputable banks and healthcare systems. We've collectively launched close to 37 financial products in market to date, collectively as a team, not as Aya Payments. And currently, we are in market. We have 10 businesses piloting with us this month, with a pipeline of 1,400. We have a signed LOI from a third-party administrator for $250,000, expanding to 160,000 individuals upon success. And we are in late-stage meetings for a white-labeled pilot with 3 of Canada's 5 largest insurance companies. And we've done this all in 7 months with $1.3 million in pre-seed capital. Thank you for this opportunity. I'm very grateful to be here.
Judges.
I think as you alluded to in your slide, this is a reasonably competitive market that you're entering into with players in the space.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you just elaborate a little bit more on product differentiation?
Oh, for sure. So, I mean, there's a few competitors out in the market. We have a few insurance companies. I mean, you obviously know of it. Other insurance companies also have similar HSA systems, but it's all legacy. As far as we've seen, it's people doing manual entry, people submitting forms, sometimes through paper, mailing in receipts, faxing in receipts. So that's the process that we're seeing currently. With us, I think going back to a few slides, I think you can see the differentiation from our products. So people are spending not out of pocket anymore. It's direct spend right away. There's real-time adjudication, optimized through machine learning over time. You as an employee are only taking a photo once, and that's all you're doing, right? And that's huge. And the employer, employee, brokers, third-party administrators, insurance carriers, all get real-time reporting. And the margins on this for our partners are massive. I mean, we've been speaking to insurance companies and third-party administrators. They don't make much margin on products like these. And we sell only exclusively currently through third-party administrators, brokers, and insurance carriers, where the margin opportunity goes up and the fraud comes down, because fraud is a huge piece of what insurance carriers are looking at, because they're just passing that on to the employers finally.
Time for one quick question, last one.
Just in terms of the revenue model, how did you figure out your pricing structure?
Sorry, could you
How did you figure out your pricing structure?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, so as I mentioned, we've collectively launched many prepaid products within the market. This is our 37th prepaid product as a founding team, right? Making sure, looking at the market, what would be the greatest margins for us and offer good margins to our partners. That was the best way, while making sure that we're making money through other revenue streams.